The reveal of Mule's true identity in Foundation Season 3 was one of the show's boldest risks, and it completely reframed how we view the entire season. For book readers, the Mule is already a fascinating figure, but Apple TV Plus twisted expectations in a way that made the reveal shocking for both longtime fans and newcomers. All season long, we've been led to believe that Pilou Asbæk's Mule was the central threat, the power-hungry antagonist tearing through the galaxy with his frightening ability to bend minds to his will. But when Gal Dornick finally defeats him, the real twist hits. He wasn't the mastermind at all. The real figure behind the chaos was Beta, secretly orchestrating everything from the shadows. This revelation changes how we interpret every moment we've seen up to now. The Mule's manipulation of minds, the chaos spreading across the galaxy, the sense that his life wasn't his own. It all makes sense in hindsight because Beta was controlling the narrative from the beginning. Even Asbæk's Mule confessed that he felt as though his life didn't belong to him. It was a clue that something deeper was going on. The backstory woven into Beta's childhood provides the emotional backbone to this twist. Earlier flashbacks showed how she was raised on a planet with a cruel one-child law. At first, her life seemed relatively normal, but when her parents broke the law and gave birth to a second child, a baby boy, her world shattered. Forced into an impossible choice, parents picked the boy, trying to drown Beta to cover their secret. That act of betrayal unleashed her metallic powers, ensuring her survival but leaving her psychologically scarred forever. From that moment on, Beta's entire mission became twisted. She wanted to bend the galaxy into loving her, even if it meant using violence and manipulation to get there. This explains how she later crossed paths with pirates and gained control over figures like the Warlord Mule and Magnifico Giganticus. Instead of being their follower, she made them pawns in her personal crusade. The Mule we thought we knew was just a mask. Beta was always the one pulling the strings, and that makes her one of the most dangerous characters we've seen so far. And with this season wrapping up, the stage is perfectly set for what comes next. With Foundation and Empire essentially covered, Season 4 is likely to push us into the storyline of Second Foundation. The Mule, Beta's Mule, still looms large, and the galaxy is divided between the forces of the Second Foundation and the crumbling Empire, each struggling against her influence. The prospect of another showdown between Gal and Beta feels inevitable, and when it happens, it could redefine the entire trajectory of the series. This twist doesn't just flip the story, it expands it. It forces us to question power, trauma, and manipulation on a galactic scale, and it makes Beta one of the most intriguing villains Apple's adaptation has introduced. But now I want to hear from you. What did you think of Beta being revealed as the true Mule? Did you see it coming? Or did it catch you completely off guard? And how do you think this sets up Foundation Season 4? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is one twist that's going to spark a lot of debate.